Hello, YouTubers. It is me again, Mortavius the Mad. And as you can see, this area looks pretty familiar, and it's because it is. I took down my old mushroom farm. I'm actually going to upgrade and build a super duper mushroom farm, a vertical mushroom farm. So I've laid out the foundation, as you can see here, to get a preview of how big this thing is going to be. And where I had to fit it to get it to fit where I wanted and still not destroy all the nodes that I wanted to keep for mithril and iron and stuff like that. And I'm going to build this bastard up because building up is the only logical way to have a mushroom or any major farm, especially if you're going to have multiple products. Because you can have this is a 5x5 foundation area, which gives me 25 square, foundation spaces to work with on a single level. And then when you add another story to that, that's double that space. That would be like going all the way out to here, with it. If I make 4 stories, add a square on each side of these, or even 3 stories, add a square this big to each side. And that's how much area, farming area, manufacturing, and all the other area that I would have to play with. Now the first actual bottom story is going to be for the animals. And here's the big thing. When you're building really big structures, really massive structures like this, you have to build some throwaway stuff like chests, throwaway workbench that you're going to disintegrate eventually. But that's what gets your stuff erected, especially if you're going to be using stone like I'm going to be using now since I'm high enough. Animals. I cannot stress this enough. Battle cows and kitty cats are your best friends. Look at the. Here, let's get to Decimus here. This is when you level them up and spec them the same way, or spec them similar to what you do. You spec it to health and weight is what I did for my animals, because health makes them sturdy if they get attacked by predators or whatever, and weight. Look at how much they can carry. 1,296 pounds I can store on this bad boy. I have all kinds of stuff that I'm going to be using. Building materials, meat that's left to rot. I got to get him more grass to eat in a little bit. And all this other lovely stuff that helps me when I get my farm going. Let's go to Brutus. Look at Brutus. 990 pounds he can carry. I've got all the stuff that I made from my other manufactories, which you've seen in previous episodes. And I made a new one nearby where I was harvesting a lot of stuff and making a lot of stuff. And then Gabe. Look at Gabe. 1,400 pounds he can carry. Yeah, he's kind of weak. He hits hard, though. He hits like a truck. But I spec'd him all the way up to as much weight as I could carry. And so, I've got not only a trusty mount and a handy attack companion, but he is a fantastic pack animal. Look, I got all this stuff ready to be used and built and converted to whatever I need. I can build multiple workbenches or anything I need, actually. So, I had to go through a bunch of arrows to tame. I have like a stockpile of stone hook. I'm going to be making iron soon. I tested him out on Mr. Gabe here. He's a weak monster. I didn't need to, but it's nice. And so that's the main thing I would suggest when building a huge structure. Now this is going to be an ongoing project, probably for a couple of days, until you see what I'm going to build, and you'll like it. It's going to be a massive farm. I'm going to build this thing sky high. It's going to be a tower of vegetation. I have you saw how I did the drainage structure last time. See, there's the island I got stuck on last time. So I'm going to be doing a similar, or the irrigation structure, I'm going to be doing a similar irrigation, here. And the cool thing, I have more space, so I can probably just run it down this way. And what will happen is I'll have a conduit that will just go straight up, you know, with the pipes, and it'll just go straight up and into different parts of the thing. I'm not sure whether I'm going to have how I'm going to work the wall. I might just have it with the window frames and run it through window frames, and just not put the windows in and have the piping go through there. I'll figure that out as I go along. But this is going to be an interesting project and a good idea for you guys if you want to have a massive farm with incredible growing area where you're mass producing like mushrooms and all of the other essential crops you're going to need. Consider building vertically like I'm going to. I'll show you how it's going to be done. And when you build massive structures, pack animals, because not only are they massive storage and you can ride them, but you can move them unlike a chest. See, you can hold as much as a chest, in many cases, but you can move these guys to where you need them, and then just, when you're done and they're empty, just move them to where another node or a location or something that you need, and you park them next to what you need, and you farm it, and you stuff the extra on them, and they hold it for you, and then you can just run back and forth to the maximum of your inventory and craft. So over the next few days, we'll probably you'll see the evolution of this site as I get it built, and I'm building it out of stone, so it's gonna stone is a little bit slower to work with, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. It's gonna take a while, but yeah. So if you like what you're watching and you like the stuff I put up, feel free to hit a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And over the next few days, we're going to be doing this brand new building. And I think you guys will really dig it when I'm done. So until then, or until the next update, I will see you later. And I hope some more of you subscribe, help me grow my channel so I can, do more of this stuff. I might make it a more permanent thing, So, yeah. That's not it. Still the